Hello fellow RVers, this is Gary and Sharon with Ruff Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom. Well, we're in I think Milton, West Virginia, coming up on a KOA holiday. Huntington KOA holiday.
Down this bumpy road. Easy access off Interstate 64 though.
Yep, so I guess we're going to stop here and see what it's about and go on a holiday.
There you go.
Got some ponds.
Yeah. Check it out. Anybody in there?
Swim beach.
Your destination is on the right.
We are at the Huntington Foxfire KOA here in Milton, West Virginia. I'm going to show you this campground. So we're in luck right here. This is our area. We're in luck right here because there's not a lot of people here right now. We're kind of in between checkouts and check-ins. So right along here, there's 96. We are site 97. You can see these are the back-end sites with the wooded backdrop. Nice. And those go on up that way. The numbers run from 86 down there all the way to 110, all the way down there. There's 92, 91, 90, 89, and so on. So it really doesn't matter because these are assigned sites and you can pay an extra $20 and pick your site. Gem mining, banana trike rentals, check-in right there. Playground, swim beach, catch and release fishing. Nice setting to walk your dog or just sit in the afternoon. Picnic areas. There are two ponds. There's one there, and there's one right over there on the other side of that road. Nice. Okay, wanted to show you, these are the premium sites right here. Premium patio sites. So 1, 2, 3, right there. So they have a grill, picnic table, seating. And then there's these pull-through sites here, 4, 5, and so on. 4 through 11. 4 through 11 is a mix of 50 amp and 30 amp. And there's a couple back-end sites in there too. But we have noticed that there's just about room at every site. This is a nice area to walk your dog, and it's also the way to the Vincent Dog Run. Okay, in the middle here, starting with 17, those are premium patio sites. So you can see they have the furniture, they have the grill, they have some nice privacy. 14, and it goes on down there. Okay, this next section here, starting at 29. It's 29 through 31. Those are pull-throughs, and they go right along there. 28, 27, and so on. You have a picnic table, and you do have plenty of room between you and your neighbor. There's a sewer connection. Bathhouse right there. 38, 37. That's still part of this little section here. there you go. 35, 34, 33. And right there you can see that back end section. There are some folks here that look like they're here for a little bit. That's in that grassy area. If you can see 46 straight ahead. Not quite the grassy area. They all look like grassy. Oh, nice. There's actually a third pond over here by the cabins. I'll show you that. Old weathered barn. Site 49 right there. And that goes on that way. 49 to 55. There is the dog park. There's the other pond and 3 cabins. Very cool. Camp K9. Right here. With a Snoopy. There are a lot of dog pots around. Appreciate that. And one of the workers just turned the fountain on. So there you go. Beautiful. And you can see the picnic table and the chairs sitting out and the swing. So they have these cabins here. This one here is K2, K1, and K3. So this is K2 right here. Front porch swing, picnic table grill, and a peaceful setting. Not sure why the water is like the color it is. They must put something in it. They have fish in it. There's K1. And there is K3. Okay, so there is a highway right there. But yeah, you will hear traffic here. But it has not taken away from our experience. And then right there are the grassy areas. And the grassy areas look like the other areas. They're pull-throughs. 56 through 77. There's another cabin. KD1, and there's a KD2. So a little bit larger. And there's the other one over there. And these are what are referred to as the grassy areas. And the leaves are starting to change just a little bit. So if you go straight that way, you will come up to the back end sites. But there are some campers there, so we're just gonna stick to over here. So here is 81, 80, 79, 78. Those are tent sites. Nice. I did not realize they had tent sites. And then 79 and 78 up there. Oh. 79 still a tent spot. 80's a tent spot. That's overflow parking back beyond there. 78 and 77. 77 is considered part of the grassy area. This is a grassy area. But really all these kind of look grassy. I think that middle section there is a little tighter because you have one RV pulling one way and one RV pulling the other way. You can see the pictures on the website. 72 is right there. And that is a grassy area site. So 73, 74, 75. There seems to be a little bit more room here versus those ones in the middle. 29 through 51. And then we're looking straight on at the back end sites right there. So here's 64. That's a grassy site. Nice on the end here. Yeah. Very few sites I see here are you're right on top of your neighbor. 56 right there. So, and here we are. I give you a good look at our site. We're site 97. We have plenty of room for our dog pen. And we do have a concrete patio underneath our rug there, and a picnic table, fire ring, and pretty peaceful park. Friendly folks. We've enjoyed our stay here. Full hookups, right?
Right.
Mr. D has chores.
I have chores.
Okay, stay tuned till the end and we'll tell you some things to do in the area and what might be a better section depending on your needs. Sites 29 through 51, which starts over there, 40, and beyond, can get a little congested because you have back end and pull-throughs, and those seem to be the most tighter sites. But you still have enough room. You're not on top of your neighbor's sewer line. See, there's our sewer line. Even in that section. And here's our neighbor's picnic table way over here. So plenty of room. Oh. Okay, so here's one of the ponds. And the fountain isn't on. It's really pretty with the fountain on. It has a picnic table over there. Really pretty picnic table here. And here is the beach pond right here. So you have the beach area, picnic tables, swing over there, picnic tables, and this is a nice area to walk your dog. Beautiful.
Well, this backdrop you see behind us is actually Twin Knobs recreation area.
All the way down in Kentucky.
All the way down in Kentucky, because once again we ran out of time to do the wrap up when we were at Huntington Foxfire KOA. But while we were at Huntington Foxfire KOA, as you could see, we had a back end site that was level, it was full hookup, sewer, water, 50 amp service.
Wooded backdrop.
Plenty of room, no problems there.
Right.
No howdy neighbor sites. Parking up front was a little tight, but okay. We got a couple of cars in there one night, no problem at all.
Right, we had company, we had room for company, but also they have overflow parking if that didn't work.
As far as the park goes, they do have a Wi-Fi system, they have a cable system, but you have to pay. They have propane, of course that's paid too. They have gem mining, which looked to me like it was only on the weekends.
We're kind of off season here, so even there was no one at the swim beach either.
Yeah, they do have a swim beach.
It was a little chilly.
And that in the lake, there's a swim beach area roped off. They have several ponds, and one of them, I believe, is catch and release fishing.
Yeah, I saw a couple over there where people were fishing. And then there's a nice scenic pond right there where the cabins are on the other end of the campground.
That's a fountain in the middle.
Yeah, it's a really pretty, really scenic park.
When you go there, I do believe that they assign you a site, but you picked, go ahead, how did you pick that site?
All right, so So this is a KOA campground. Unlike a lot of private campgrounds, you are assigned a site. You can, for $20, pick your site. And that's how I choose my sites, not paying the $20. I look at the different areas. So they will list, I put in my dates, check the availability, and then I look and see the areas. And this park has pictures there. So I saw one picture that it looked like they were very close together. The back end sites though were, looked like they had a little bit more room. And so did the pull-through sites. And really every site had enough room. But what I would do is just click like I'm gonna reserve a site, and then I could see the specific sites that are available. So I would know, you know, what they are. And then I would look at the map and say, okay, well, that'll work. And that's how I pick my site, sorry. And so we chose a back end site because it just looked like it had a little bit more privacy. Some of them in the middle, you've got back ends and pull-throughs. You also have, I just want you to know, you can see it in the pictures. So the pictures are very helpful on the website. But one RV will come in like this, the other RV will come in like this, and then your living area is here in the middle and their living area. So it's great if you're, you know, you want to make friends or if you're camping with someone, but otherwise it's like, howdy neighbor. But they have plenty of room between them and the next RV, if that makes sense. So their map, just to give you an example, you can see it online. We were down here in this area, the back end sites. And there are some seasonal folks there, but not many. And the premium sites that you're gonna pay for that are closest to the water, you can see the red are the premium patio sites. I think there's size restrictions on a couple of those. They are the closest to the water, it says on the website. Those are nice sites. They have a big patio. They have wooden furniture out there. They have a grill, a nice fire pit. So nice spacious sites. Screening in between each site, they're a little bit bigger. So they are very, very nice. And you can see the water from your site. Typically, I think.
Right. And there's plenty of room to walk your dogs and all that. They do rent these bicycles at the campground store. They're like little low trikes.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of a tricycle recumbent.
Yeah.
And the price is very cheap. It was only like $5 for what,
half an hour, something like that.
I don't know what it was, but it was reasonably priced. Also, they do have a dog park. It's Camp Canine.
Camp Canine.
Camp Canine, and it has a little dog house, and it's big enough for the dogs to walk around in. It's not a very big one, but the fence is high enough. The last KOA we were at, the fence was very low. I think our dogs could walk right over it.
We did not use the park Wi-Fi because our Wi-Fi worked fantastic there anyway, so.
No problems with internet there. I don't even remember. I think all of it worked fine. We didn't pull Starlink out. We didn't need to.
Very nice campground. When you get there, the guy comes out and to the golf cart, takes you to your spot, make sure you get back in and hooked up and everything's good, then he leaves you to it. But
and the camp store is really cute, and they've got all kinds of snacks and things in there and RV supplies that you might need.
And I believe it's open from 9 to 9, so it doesn't close early.
Yeah. And everyone is friendly. We've decided that West Virginia is pretty friendly.
Now, if you want to venture outside of the park, a few miles up the road, if you need to buy some groceries, there is a Dollar General Market, which is about the biggest thing close by, and it's pretty big.
Right.
So you can go there. If you want to get some pizza, either go pick it up or have it delivered to your campsite, there's a place called Giovanni's Pizza. And if you order, I didn't even get the big one, but the thing was huge.
Oh yeah, the large, just heads up. It's massive.
Yeah.
We still have pizza left over in our freezer.
But that's Giovanni's Pizza.
And it's good pizza.
Now, we did travel out of the little area one time, went back up the road a little ways to one of the exits off of what, I-64, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's very convenient to Interstate 64. In fact, it runs right toward along the back of the park, so there is traffic noise, but it's worth it for the convenience where we were.
Yep, and we met family up there at a place called Fat Patties, Fatpattys, Fat Patties. Never seen one of those before, but we enjoyed the food there.
Get the loaded fries.
I think it's a 1/3 pound hamburger if you're into hamburgers, and of course they have all the other kind of things too.
I think they're known for hamburgers, right?
I think so, or that's why they call it a fat patty. But
they have all different kinds of hamburgers, but the loaded fries I don't think are on the menu, so you have to ask for them. But thank God we were there with locals, and they're like, get the loaded fries, and they're very good.
They were very good. So Fat Patties is one place we can tell you to go to because we went there and that was fine.
And right in that area is a Target and other stores. There's a lot of stores there.
Yes, and Target is literally across the street from it. So, and it wasn't far.
Starbucks.
It was like 20 minutes away, maybe something like that.
It wasn't bad
No,
at
it
all.
wasn't far.
Mm-mm.
Now, if you wanted to go do a sightseeing thing up in town, 10 minutes away from the campground, there's a place called Blenko, B-L-E-N-K-O, Blenko Glass Factory. And for $20, you can take a tour. For $30, you can take an extended tour.
Mhm.
And it's actual glass blowing factory with the furnaces and the guys in there and the girls, the long things, blowing the glass
And
up.
Right, they have been in business for how many years?
Oh.
Was it? It's like
Since the 20s, I think, or something like that. Maybe
a long time.
yeah.
You learn all about the history there and about how there's not as many. There used to be a lot of glass factories in the area.
I don't know what year it was, but they had them in there where they made the actual Country Music Association awards.
Yeah.
Were made there.
Yes, yes. And so it's a wonderful tour. The glass is so beautiful.
About 2 hours.
And yeah. And they gave us each, we could pick our own sun catcher. So we have sun catchers, glass sun catchers.
Yeah, they were about
hanging up in our,
that big
they were a
around.
nice size.
Yeah.
Hang up in our RV, but that was really nice. And the glass is really beautiful. And they do have a store where you can buy your glass. They have the first, what do you call them? They have the seconds there that might have a little bit of imperfections, and those are a lot cheaper. And then they have the perfect ones.
Perfect ones.
And those cost a little bit
And if
more.
it's not a first or a second, it goes back into the barrel, broken up and redone again.
Yeah.
They have a guy there that actually checks each piece.
And it's
to make
a
sure
lot of
it passes.
hands-on.
Yeah.
A lot of hands-on. It was
Nothing
very,
automated in there.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting seeing these artists at work and seeing a lot of young people in there. So we saw a lot of older guys and really younger guys, mostly guys, but that means they'll carry it on. That's good, because I feel like that might be something that could go by the wayside, because we don't really buy glass to put in our houses as much anymore.
So, if you want to get to a little bit bigger city, you can roll on down the road to Charleston, West Virginia, which was about, 30-something minutes?
Yeah, it might be depending on where you're going, 40, 45 minutes, 35, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But it's a larger town, has a lot of things you could do. Cute downtown, pay attention to the parking,
Yeah.
to the meters there.
They have a market down there called Capital Market that you can go buy fresh produce in, and some restaurants downtown that you can stop
Yeah.
and eat. So
Yeah.
it's a nice little afternoon getaway.
There was a bookstore there, and but anyway, that's right down the road. And there's other places. I mean, you're not far. There's a couple of state parks and places that you can hike, but that's a little bit of a drive. But remember, you're in West Virginia, so when I say a little bit of a drive, it's not only miles to get there, but it's up, down, and like that.
There you go.
So, but really, there's a lot to do there in the area.
It was overall good time. You got anything else for this?
Well, this is our, you don't hear us doing very many KOAs. We don't go to a lot of KOAs, but for $39, that's your year's membership. It's $39 a year right now at this time. And you can save 10% off of KOA's nightly rates. You can also get a free night every now and then. they have their, I don't know what they call them, but it's
The rewards program of some
yeah,
sort.
free camping night, and you earn points. So definitely with the 2 stays that we had, we more than made our money back for our membership for this year. And the 2 KOAs that we just went to, Flatwoods and Huntington Foxfire, are more on the rustic side. It's how we like things. They don't have a lot of fancy stuff, and their price isn't like $100 a night.
Yeah,
Unless you get the premium site.
the Huntington Foxfire was a holiday KOA. The Flatwoods we went before that was a journey.
So have you been to a KOA before? Do you have a KOA membership? Are you thinking about getting one? Do you have a question about KOA? Let us know.
Well, as always, we'd appreciate it if you would click like and subscribe and leave us a comment, like Sharon just said. And because that does help us out. With all that being said, this is Gary and Sharon with Rough Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom. We hope to see you on the road someday. Safe travels.
Safe travels. Bye.
Bye.
And on the road wrap up.
Yep, we could do it on the road wrap up. But we are on the road this morning, heading to Kentucky. Bye, West Virginia. It's been great.